everybody, it's Melody again from Eden Wellness, and this is going to be our first video of a series that we are going to have, and this is something special that we get to kind of share with you guys. But I have an Easter egg here. Since the time of this recording, it's Easter weekend, so I'm going to open this up and show you guys what I am going to be talking about today. So, my husband and I are expecting a baby. So October 2021, so this coming fall, which is really exciting. My husband and I are very excited. This is something that has been a long journey for us, and we are going to be sharing our testimony with that in the weeks to come, so stay tuned to check out that video. But I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to talk about the first trimester and what my experience was and a little bit of my journey through that. So right now I'm about 12 and a half weeks along, and I'm actually doing really well. I'm feeling good. I haven't had any morning sickness, so no nausea, really barely, which I'm really thankful and blessed to not have that, because I know many of you watching or other mothers have experienced that. Now, it's something obviously that not everyone experiences. Like myself, I didn't get morning sickness. So it's really common to get it, but also to not get it. So don't ever be worried or freaked out that you don't have morning sickness. Now, previous to getting pregnant with my husband and I, we ended up doing some detox protocols, really changing a lot of things in our diet, how we live our life, our health, and also detoxing from specific things like mold, and really getting my immune response in the right place, getting my body balanced to get to where I am today. So with the first trimester, obviously you've probably heard or read that you want to be taking prenatals or at least some type of vitamins to make sure that you and your baby are getting all the vital nutrients. So I'm going to go over the things that I am taking during this pregnancy and currently now. And some of these are things that were recommended to me, and then some just my own with my own research and knowing what my body needed. So I'm going to kind of start off and go this way and hopefully not overwhelm you. Now I will say, if you look, you don't see any prenatals up here. And the reason being, most prenatals don't have very high amounts of some of the nutrients that I wanted in higher amounts. So I decided to go with more whole-based food, supplements and natural supplements, and getting even a little bit more than a prenatal would actually have, so that I'm covering all my bases. So the first thing, this is not something that you have to do, but I found it helpful with just keeping my body hydrated, and this is called Ultima. This is just an electrolyte mix. It's a really great if you're working out during pregnancy, or just in general if you're not drinking enough water. It's very vital. You're getting these nutrients. You've got natural raspberry flavor in here, stevia to sweeten it so it doesn't have sugar, which is really great, and they have different flavors and they're super delicious. So I like taking this at least one time a day in my water. And then something else that I'm taking a probiotic supplement, and if you can see on the back, this is a higher dose of a probiotic supplement, as wide variety of bacteria, and it also has inulin, which is that prebiotic fiber that good bacteria needs to process to be fed in your gut. And so this is a really great probiotic. This is actually a powder I just added to the stuff I'm taking, and it works really well, and this is just going to help my gut through the entire pregnancy, making sure I have that good gut bacteria balance. And then if you've ever used Young Living essential oils, they have something called Ninja Red, and this is essentially, it's like a liquid supplement. I'm choosing to take it just because of the great things I've heard from other moms taking it through their pregnancy, and just their placenta being really nutrient dense when they added this in. and just overall health through pregnancy, and it tastes yummy too. But it's pretty high in Ninja Wolfberry, which is also known as goji berries. And goji berries have amazing benefits. It's not just an antioxidant, but it also helps with your body's natural detox systems and many, many other things. And then this has a lot of other antioxidant-rich berries in here as well. And it's not something that you're taking every day. You just take like one shot of it. And there's about 5 grams of sugar in here, but it's all from the antioxidant berries that are in this. So there isn't added sugar. So if you're concerned about that, this is very minimal, and nothing else that I'm taking has sugar in it. So I like taking this, and then this is something I've added to make sure that I'm getting my omegas. This is really essential for brain health, for the baby, for a lot of different things. And I just take this Arctic cod liver oil, and this is the liquid form. You can find capsules that you can take. It's really important to find wild cod liver oil or Arctic cod liver oil, and usually they do have to still purify it, from any heavy metals and things like that. But this is a really great option, and I take 1 teaspoon twice a day, just personally. It's going to be different for everybody, but I'm making sure that I'm getting these omegas in every single day. And then we're going to move on to some whole food supplements. So here I have liver. That was a little bit oily. Liver. So this is just grass-fed liver from beef, and this is something I just take once a day. I take 4 capsules. This is from the Wellness Way company that we kind of represent, that we've been trained by, and we really love very high quality supplements. But you can also get liver, I think, from Ancestral Supplements. You can get it from Radiant Life. So there's various places where you can get liver glandular. And one of the main reasons why I'm taking this is for support for iron and ferritin. It's really going to help that if you do struggle with like anemia or low iron. Liver is awesome, and it's even better if you can eat it, but I can't stomach that, so I just take the capsules, and it works really, really great. Plus there's tons of other vitamins and minerals. Has vitamin A, has vitamin B's in there. Lots of really good stuff. And it's whole food form. So you can take everything that I'm mentioning. I actually take on an empty stomach because I've had none of it. Most of it is either whole food form or nothing that is going to upset my stomach if I haven't eaten anything yet. So that's what I really love about these supplements. And then I have kelp. So instead, because I don't take a prenatal and I'm not taking a different iodine supplement, I'm taking kelp, which naturally has iodine in it. So this is a really great whole food source. It's very nutritious. It's obviously great if people eat it, but it's very strong in other minerals as well. But I'm taking this mainly to get the good amount of iodine in that I need. So I take that. You can get that really almost anywhere. And then zinc. This is one that a lot of people, if they take a normal type of zinc supplement, they'll get an upset stomach, or they'll feel nauseous after if they haven't eaten anything. Well, this one is different because it's a whole food form, and I'll turn it over. It's actually from oyster meat, and oysters are extremely high in zinc. And now, because this is a whole food form of zinc, it doesn't just have zinc in it, as of multiple other vitamins like vitamin A and others in here. And so I like taking this. It doesn't give me upset stomach, and I just take 1 capsule a day right now. If it was winter time and I was maybe fighting something off during a pregnancy, I would take a little bit more, and it wouldn't hurt anything. And then moving on, this is another whole food supplement, greens. Just like anyone may recommend getting greens into your diet, I have a hard time getting in kale and spinach sometimes. I'm not a huge smoothie person, and if you are, that is awesome. Keep doing it. Keep adding your spinach, your greens in there. I honestly don't drink a lot of smoothies. I tend to have a lot of bone broth, and I don't have bone broth out here with me, but that is a must that I add in another whole food form of tons of vitamins and minerals, plus I'm getting really great protein. So I add in collagen and bone broth protein, and I usually get it from Ancient Nutrition. That's one of the best quality that we use, and it's delicious, and I just mix it with water. But then I also add these wellness greens, so in case there's a day where I'm not getting vegetables in all my meals, which for most of us these days it's hard and we don't always get our vegetables in, I take a green complex. Now this, if you can see, it has kale, it has Brussels sprouts, wheatgrass in there. So those are just really, really high in the nutrients that you're gonna want in getting your greens in, your cruciferous vegetables, which are so important for your liver, especially even now, because your body is not only gonna be filtering your stuff, but also your baby's as it's growing, right? Because they're gonna have waste and stuff. So wellness greens is great. You can also get other greens powders that you can mix with water. Those are great. Always make sure that you're getting good quality as well. And then obviously adding that in fresh daily in your diet. And then I also take a wellness B complex. So obviously a lot of prenatal vitamins are going to have various different vitamin B's in there, as you can kind of see what's on the back of it. But a lot of times, and this isn't always the case for mothers, but sometimes women will experience morning sickness if they are deficient in their vitamin B's. And so this is something you can look and make sure, okay, am I getting enough in every day of this, and maybe adding just a little bit more and seeing if that helps you if you are dealing with morning sickness. But this is a great, really clean, great quality product. I take this every day as well. It's got folates and B12 in there, which is really, really important. You gotta make sure you're getting that in every day. And then I take vitamin C, and I take this from Ancient Nutrition. Now sometimes I will go for the whole food form and take camu, which you can get in a powder, excuse me. It is very tart, very sour, so unless you're gonna put it in a fruit smoothie or something like that, it doesn't taste great just in water. So sometimes if I'm not taking it that way, I will take these capsules, and it's just 2 capsules a day. This actually has a little bit of probiotic in it. But that is what I take. So I take, and again, if I was fighting off something, I would just up my dose of this. But currently, I'm not needing to, so I just make sure I get that in. And then I come over to some selenium. So selenium obviously is also important too, and in a lot of prenatal vitamins, selenium is going to be in there, and so I just take a little bit more. I take it separately again. I'm just making sure I'm getting all my vitamins in that I need to be getting. And then I'm taking D3 and K2. Now this is going to be really important. Sometimes moms can be really deficient in vitamin D. If you experience gestational diabetes, actually it's a good idea to get your vitamin D tested, because sometimes that also can mean that you're deficient in vitamin D. So just something to look at if you are dealing with that, making sure you get that level tested. But it's also important to take vitamin D with K2, as you can see. This particular one turns out to be about 5,000 IU, and I just take one a day right now because of where my level is at. I know where it's at. Some people might need to take a lot more. It's just going to depend on where your vitamin D level is at. But K2 is going to help with absorption of the vitamin D3, and so that's super important when you're taking this. So taking them together is optimal. And then I also, either every other day or so, I will also add in more active B12 folate. So I'm getting just a little bit extra, and it's not going to hurt to get extra. You'll just pee it out if you get too much. But especially during this, I was taking this before because it's really great in helping the liver and helping in just natural everyday processes of eliminating your body's detoxing. Obviously during pregnancy you don't like purposely do a detox, but just for normal function and for a growing baby, you got to make sure you're getting some kind of active B12 folate in. So I just take a little bit extra. And then these last two on the end, I have betaine HCl and enzymes. Ours are called Walzyme. Now these are basically really for before meals. So if you are dealing with nausea or something like that, try taking some apple cider vinegar or HCl. You can get them in capsules, and that can actually really help calm if you get like acid reflux. That can really help that. And taking it about 15 minutes or more before your meals every day is going to be really beneficial, just easier on your body to digest everything. Same with the Wellzyme, is going to help you break down your proteins, fats, carbs, all that kind of stuff. Just going to help you during this time especially. And so these are all the different supplements I'm currently taking. It does not mean that you need to take all of them or that you have to. Everybody's body is a little bit different, but I'm finding this is kind of what is working for me for now. It can be good to kind of switch out some of your supplements with some variety as well. There too, that can be helpful. And there is, if you're like, I just need something easy for a prenatal and just one thing that's like too much for me to take, that's fine. I totally get that. And there are some really great ones out there. Ancient Nutrition has a pretty decent one. Mega Food has a pretty good one. Just do your research and make sure that you're getting high enough doses of those vital nutrients and minerals, especially as your baby grows. And so that's what I kind of want to share with you guys. This is kind of our 12-week highlight video, and as we move into the second trimester, we'll be doing some videos on that. And yeah, we just want to share the news with you guys as you kind of join us in this journey, and stay tuned for some more of our videos. See you later.